Welcome back everyone, let's play Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. Here we go. Get to go all out. There's no reason to even have a fifth gear here. Max stats. So we get to see, this is where you get to see what the cars are actually made of. Of course, Frozen Wasteland being the way it is, still might be kind of tough to get much points here. Danny proved us wrong last time he was here though, so we'll see. This course just definitely feels very different from all the others. In a few ways. I don't really like the grass knuckles. Alright. The racing instead. There's that. There's the gem, which is really plain sight now. Because that's 21,000 already. It's really promising. Somebody's way ahead of me, as that happens in this track. So I can get way ahead of you without you ever seeing them. Get back here. Turn around, Storm. Ah, that mine didn't arm it time, it looks like. Darn it. Looks like I should have hit him. Oh, come on. It immediately exploded. Come on, game. It seems to have the same stats I do. I don't know how many gears your opponents are allowed to use, if they use any. This game seems to do a better job at... maybe a slightly better job at discerning who's actually in front when you have racers on different routes as compared to some other games. I remember Jet Set... oh, no, not just the radio. SSX True Game particularly always had a really hard time with that for all that game's really cool qualities, really. I had the biggest issues with actually managing to figure out who is in what position whenever you're on a shortcut, or anybody was on a shortcut. Beautiful. Very volatile. Looks like this is a fairly good way to go. Looks like whoever goes this way always gets ahead. I mean, taking the Truro would probably help. See, now I'm way ahead. Jeez, it's good I didn't take that route actually, because I would have been stupidly far ahead of everyone. And fighting is a social event. Social activity. Why does the camera go there? There's nobody to see there. Alright, though. So where does that leave us in point total, actually? My one issue with this game and fillerness is making you redo the point challenges even if you broke 150,000 the first time. Or 100,000 the first time for that matter. If you got enough points in the first cup as well. I've actually got a fairly similar score on all of these though, it's kind of interesting. It's weird. It's actually super consistent. All the scores are within just a couple thousand of each other. The one exception being on Cup 2. Anyways. I'd actually do that. Super heavy car, but super fast everywhere. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Handling is not of no consequence in this level. Particularly the part where you're actually on the wood floor. But I don't think it's that big of a deal having super high weight. Also, I think I can find the gem over here. No, darn it, I found the gem here before. Where is it? Why don't I know where it is anymore? It's really strange. But I used to know where it is, and I can no longer find it. So I need 30,000 points here. Well, I get 50,000. To prove I can do it for the next run through. Where are you aiming at? I was not trying to do that. That's what happens when you're too heavy. You cannot turn. Good homing missile. Okay. Couple thousand points. Game, I don't need you doing this right now. Thank you. Game takes away and goes back. I thought it was towards the beginning of the wood portion. I see it nowhere. I've even looked for it before, I never saw it. There it is. It's probably more effective just to take this now. And losing some time to get those gems is surely worth it. It takes you from first to last, and that's probably... And that at worst evens out, but of course you need to take into account that you're not gonna... Come on, I try to go around it. If you're behind everyone, you're not gonna be able to attack them very well either. I like that invincibility. At least if you come here, I can attack you. Or not. Come on. Sometimes I have really bad days in this particular course, but not always. Also had really good ones here. I still don't know if there are points for that. I guess I don't have to aim it or something? It's kind of just an auto fire weapon. So I can race a little bit. If I can race enough is another matter. What kind of... Wait. What card did I have there? I did not see what I expected to have happen. Ah, I managed to hit somebody with a defensive power up for once. Ah! Wonderful. That was tough, but a good 36,000, so that's enough to hit 150,000 as well. So we've at least proven that these are all possible. For me, that is. Oh, hey, look who's in second this time. Just Ryan Storm. He actually managed to beat Silhouette. Look at that. Anyways. What now? One day we'll find Gearhead, I think. And we'll probably learn some things then, maybe. And we'll get to play as someone new, finally, maybe, depending on their stats. That day is not today. Also, that's a fairly low score I got there. Is this spelling anything out? Still, 4 things left to unlock and only 3 medals left, which is interesting. 2.2 million points. No, I don't know if that's actually spelling anything out or not, that code. Anyways, you know what we have to do. And I guess we'll just flip and flop back and forth doing Bedlam and Metacog at this point. That's generally what I'm doing. Oh, look at that massive thing. I still wish we had side draft in these games so we could have our resident speed demon have their playstyle enter the equation, but it just hasn't been happening. Would it be nice though? Regardless, I guess they're just more like a performer than really the type of driver that gets involved with these sorts of things. Ah, good job. Wait, hit the jump. There we go. And off we go. This is not the best way of attacking as Bedlam, unfortunately. Super effective with some other cars, but with these stats it's just not realistic. I'm trying to rub up against anyone for an extended period of time. Running them maybe, but not very dependably. Propelled by an explosion for once. Doesn't usually work in your favor to have somebody explode up against you. Largely probably because most of the time when somebody explodes they're in front of you, because you're hitting them with something that hits in front of you. And then, even then, that, just now, is not ideal. Nobody hits that mine. Nobody ever hits my mines. Aha! I don't guess I had. Jeez. Of course, that fire turns out just the right time to not actually hit him. Oh. Bumpy ride. Come on now. Actually, I managed to hit like, a couple opponents though with this little melee weapon here. That's not what I've been saying. Figured you'd actually target the one that's directly in front of you, but okay. Don't dish out if you can't take it, Gray Scam. Nice little bump there. That was interesting. That was an interesting interpretation of the physics of the situation. Not that I needed that, but thank you. Yeah, the armor is a big help here, because I really just don't have to worry that much at all about anybody causing me issues. I mean, not being able to take what everybody else is giving. I can just run in and attack. It really does make a huge difference how much armor these cars have. And of course, with most of my time in this game being spent playing for points, cars like Bedlam and Shadowjet end up seeming way superior. But that's not always the case, of course. Cars like Catapult have their place if you're playing to actually win a race. It's just not always the case. And I'll be nice, I'll give you a little bit of extra content in this episode. Normally I'd be finishing up this recording session in 1 minute. Will I do that? No, because I usually take a minute to close things out. Actually, I apologize for getting your hopes up, but that'll be it for this episode. Let's play Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. We're on a decent track right now to get 150,000 points. We'll see if we can maintain that. In any case, I'll see you guys next time. The next episode, let's play Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. At some point we'll unlock stuff and we'll actually have some progress on the story of this whole ordeal, but it just hasn't been happening. The game just takes forever to give you this one last car. It better be a good car, I guess. And who knows what Metacog's doing wherever they are. Maybe they're working on that car of theirs, becoming the ultimate racer. Who knows? If they're even away from us by choice or whatever. We'll learn, maybe, someday. Probably. I was thinking we might learn today, within this episode or the past 4. that meaning this recording session for me. I guess I gave it like a 50-50 chance, but we only have 3 more tournaments left, so it's gonna happen soon, probably, I think. Whatever, anyways. Bye, everyone. And only a couple more things to unlock. I have no idea what this code does, by the way. That's also a big thing. No idea. We'll find out. Bye, everyone.